Well guys, welcome back to another unboxing video. Today's unboxing video, I will firstly apologize for the lower frame rate in this video than usual. Filming on my girlfriend's 850D, which doesn't do any more than 25 frames per second in 4K, so that's how it is. In today's video, we'll actually be unboxing something, well, I've been looking at for a while, and well, I guess I finally pulled the trigger for it. And it is the Rode, or as it's actually pronounced, Røde, because it's a Danish company, and that's well, technically now it is an Australian company, but it was created by Danish. That's why you have the this letter here, which is pronounced Ö, and this is the, as people call, the RødeCaster Duo, or if you want to call it technically the actual name, it's the RødeCaster Duo. So that's what I've gotten here. Why did I get this? Well, right now I'm using some solid state logic, whatever. Just basically a simple sound card to get my Rode NT1A, which is the XLR microphone, to, well, record audio to my computer. And not only my record audio, but also use it in for example, Discord and stuff like that. So that's you know, that's how it is. But this thing has some more functionality because it has separate audio channels, which I guess I believe it's called the SL2 or whatever it's called. I don't know. Solid state logic, whatever. SSL, there we go. SSL, there we go. That's what it's called. It technically has two channels, but it's two microphone channels only, nothing else. And that's basically the only thing you can do. You can do two XLRs, and that's the only thing you can adjust. It's a very, very simple thing. It works. It has phantom power. It does the job. No problems at all. But this thing has some more functionality. It has, for example, a built-in compressor and stuff like that. And what I like about this particular version here, or this unit here, is that it has everything. It's running on the hardware. It's not running on software on your PC. I was actually looking at getting the Go XLR, but since the support at this time, the support from that product has been dropped and completely cancelled, and that was very unfortunate because as a general XLR audio recording device with different functionality and audio channels and stuff like that, it's a superb unit. But since it is no longer supported, later on when Windows gets updated and stuff like that, it will eventually at some point stop working, and since they haven't done it made it open source, nobody's going to fix it, and that's very, 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 very weak. That's a poor decision by the makers of that thing, and yeah, this thing is a bit more expensive than the Go XLR. Of course, I believe you have two different versions of the Go XLR. You have the I believe it's a 4-band one and a 6-band one. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not really sure, or if it's even smaller. Can't remember. Anyways, so this can do many things. You can assign each of these sliders here to do whatever you want. You can make them do the XLR input. You can make them actually do the front 3.5mm jack here, because that has support for the for using a headset or headphones. What's the difference there? Can't remember what is what. This right here, which has a built-in microphone. So you can actually connect that to that port and actually use the microphone from that headset with this thing. And what I also like about that, which I'm going to test, because I do suspect Logitech, by some strange reason and through their weird software layer or whatever, they're capping the performance of that microphone. I believe that microphone can do so much better than what it's doing right now. In Discord, it sounds like just any other gaming headset, which means it sounds like ass. No offense. But I do believe the microphone is better than that. So that's also something I'm going to test with this. And while I was buying this thing, it was actually on a promotion, so you get the wireless Me TX on the purchase with the thing. Which means the only thing I really need now to get a true wireless microphone set up for recording my car videos and stuff like that is just the receiver. So I can connect the receiver to my camera. Or I can just bring this whole thing with me and connect it to my camera. I can also do that, but that's kind of a big job. I can. Maybe I will do it sometimes, but just to make this thing work. And I'm kind of curious on this thing because from what I've learned from many of these kind of small microphones you clip onto you, which are wireless, they have some atrocious noise cancelling that makes the audio sound really, really weird. I personally like the clear, detaily audio from a microphone. That's why I love, for example, the NT1. It's a very, very linear microphone with a very, very nice tone to it. That's also why people like the Shure SM7B. There you go. That's what it's called, isn't it? Because that's a very linear microphone. Very, very nice microphone to use. And that's also one thing with this thing. It has actually a own preset for that microphone. So we'll set the settings automatically just for that microphone. It's very, very cool. And it weighs quite a lot, this box. But let's take a look at this this unboxing here. Unboxing videos aren't really that traditional on YouTube anymore, but I thought I should bring that, do that thing with the unboxing and stuff like that. So I've always done on this channel here. So basically around the box it tells you about all the product specifications, about everything, what you can do with it and stuff like that. Actually, nothing special. It does say actually right here, made for iPhone/iPad. And yes, that is because this thing has Bluetooth. So you can actually do a video or a phone call through this, which is really, really, really cool. So if you want really high quality on your LTE network, you can do that through this. Maybe I'll try to do that just to see how it sounds. I don't know how it sounds. I can maybe do a test of that later when I'm going through this thing. Maybe I will create some shorts or whatever just for that. So let's open up this box. It's a security seal on it, which I love. I love products that have security seal because you know it hasn't been tampered with, and that's very nice, especially when you're buying it from the store. So just a simple slide out here. Slide out. Oh, vacuum. There you go. Simple box. Put that around here, and open up the box, which is inside the box. And wow, there we go. And wow, holy crap! This is it has a certificate, date stamp, whatever thing in here. Yeah, thoroughly tested and passed Rhodes rigorous. I don't know what you're gonna call, how you pronounce that. Quality assurance process. It has actually gone through a proper quality control, which is so cool. I do believe this thing is made, designed and manufactured in Australia. No China special, this thing. So let's see what else is included in the box here. Lift here. Alright. And whoa, okay, that's how you remove that, I guess. That's some next level packaging right there. It kind of reminds me of unboxing an Apple product, and that's a good thing. Power supply, actually a USB Type-C power supply because it requires it to run, and this is a depends on what kind of a watt or voltage you're looking at. But if you're doing 20 volts, it's doing 1.5 amps, 30 watts. Power cable with the European plug. This is the superior plug. I said it. And a Type-C to Type-C cable. Very nice. And, wow, superior. Good quality as well. This is a 5 gigabit per second, 60 watt cable. Cable. Nice. And some quick start guide and regulatory and safety guide. Man, my English, it's... I don't do this YouTube thing so much anymore. So my English is kind of a weak at this point. Man, you can see my girlfriend's computer behind me. It's a completely white build. She also recently, just today, got her white chair, and this kind of fits more with that than my black setup. Well, I'm going to change my computer case very soon for a white case, so that will do something. Different buttons on this thing. You have your monitor or your headphones control here, or your dials, and these are fully, what do we call it, digital dials. They're not analog dials. It means they go continuously. They won't go max min and stop. So it's all controlled through, it's software control basically. And this thing, I guess it's for, yeah, navigating the device. Some different buttons here for doing different stuff. I do believe you can set different colors for whatever these things are doing, so you know what is what. You can set, I believe you can set the listening mode and mute, stuff like that, so you can listen to the channel that's doing stuff. And it looks like you can set more pages for setting these pads up. At the back here, we will get our inputs and outputs. So you got your XLR ins, you got your monitor out, with the big jack port, and you also get headphones out, 1 and 2. You get 2 of them with the big ports. You got your USB Type-C 1 and your USB Type-C 2. Yes, that's right. You can connect this to 2 devices at once. I do believe you can record from both devices at the same time. And that is very nice if you have, for example, a streaming computer and a gaming computer, because maybe you want to run your Discord on a separate computer than the one you're actually gaming on. Because of resources, stuff like that, so you get the most performance you can possibly get from your computer and your game. You know, FPSs, you know, all that good stuff. And a power button with the actual USB Type-C power input. And thankfully a Kensington lock, which is very nice if you bring this with you to, for example, a LAN event or something like that. Also, one thing I really like with this thing, it has VESA mount. And that is so nice because I recently brought home from work 2 more VESA arms, so that's going to attach to my table, so I can have it, for example, right here and easily get to it. Or I can put it over here on the arm. Basically, I can lift it up from the table and not use any table space, which is, as you can see, I'm kind of a hoarder and stuff like that. I have so much stuff here. This is if you know any computer stuff, well, most likely you do if you're working in this video. This is GTX 960. Yeah, that's an old one. And of course, my stack of hard drives. I've gone through them and picked some data from them. You know, that's, you know, it's not always like this, but it tends to be like this, and that's why I like to have my desk space. It's a pretty limited space in here, so we have to do whatever we can with the space we have. So that's kind of also why I want this, because I can get it out of the way and stuff like that. While at it's actually written right on there. It's an SSL2 Plus. There you go. That's the sound card I'm using. That can't be mounted. It sits on my table and sits right now behind one of my monitors, because that's the only way I'm actually able to set it up, because otherwise it will be in my way to, for example, where I slide my keyboard out of the way when I'm doing stuff like this. So I have my mat here to actually do stuff on. This thing won't be much of a special unboxing, I guess. I guess it's simply I guess what's inside here is the microphone itself, and maybe a charging cable, and of course some information booklets and stuff like that, which is very, very common. A do not eat bag. Wow, it's actually labeled even. It's road silicon. Very nice. And wow, that is actually tiny. That's nice. That's a small size. This kind of reminds me of, if you watch my earlier videos, this reminds me of the size of those Temu ones. But this thing is very much heavier than the Temu ones. It seems like this is a very, very good quality here compared to that Temu one. And thankfully, which I really like about this thing, it does have a microphone input on it. So you can connect this to a external microphone, which is so nice. Love that, because yeah, maybe the built-in microphone is decent, but most external microphones will be even better. Well, not most, but many of them. You know, it's limited what you can do with a 3.5mm jack anyways, but you can take this with you somewhere else and have a separate microphone connected to it, so you can, it's endless possibilities when you have with that thing. What is in here? Ooh, it does have a wind filter here. You know, the little hairy ball you put on it. Okay, there we go. It's on. It was a big job to get on there. And just a simple peel to really relieve the, or to view the yeah, that's how it's pronounced. And it simply says it's a wireless ME, or ME, or what do they call it? Made in Australia. Even this thing is made in Australia. Good thing. USB Type-C charging cable and another one? You get 2 of them? They're generous. You get 2 of these things. I mean, they're not expensive to make, I'm guessing, but that is nice. That's, you know what? That is, I am very, very, very grateful for actually getting 2 of them, because you never know when these things die. And where is the actual on-off button on this? It has a on the bottom. Oh, okay. So you actually, you press and hold that thing. I'm guessing it's out of juice. Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah, it's ready to pair because it's flashing green there. When I just said that, it kind of sounded like that the Bluetooth device from China will be telling you that Bluetooth device is ready to pair. So, I guarantee I'm not going to say that. I'm actually just going to connect this to the charger, so it's actually our charger, my computer, so it actually charges. So yeah, let's connect this. Let's connect this Rode here to the computer here, and let me connect my monitor to my actual computer. Do you press and hold, maybe? Oh, it has vibration. What? Okay, it has vibration. Takes a second to boot up this thing. Wow, that's a lot of lights. And those were strong lights. Okay, so it actually shows you how much volume you have by actually increasing the light around the dial. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Maybe you can. Yeah, it's really nice. So, RødeCaster Duo. There is a button to press next, I guess I'm pressing here. And there you go. What languages? Well, we are using English and year and show date and time on home screen. Yeah, perhaps. There you go. Let's get connected. Wow, connected to Wi-Fi? Oh, okay. Firmware update. Sure. How's the viewing angle? Yeah, actually, not bad at all. That's actually a nice display on there. Display-wise, it is quite a bit smaller than my Google Pixel 9 XL. But not bad. I'm guessing it reminds me of a iPhone 6 or 7 display. You know, the big board and stuff like that. That's the kind of the size it reminds me of. The feel on this thing, it has a metal topping. This top here part here is actually metal. I can feel that by the cold coming from it. But the casing is a very, very sturdy plastic. And that's a very good sturdy plastic. I will guess that if you manage to drop this on the floor, if you have normal wooden flooring like I have here, or what is it called? I don't know. Small, tiny wooden planks, you know. It will handle that just fine. If it's on concrete or something like that, maybe not. It depends on the height. Well, please don't drop it into the ground. Probably not a good thing to do. I'm not going to share anything about my usage on this thing. Well, you know what? Alright. Defaults. I'm guessing default settings. And default show, I'm gonna call default, I guess. Looks like it gets set up. Oh, here you go. Here you can set up different icons. Well, that's an NT1, so that fits very well. I'm gonna set that to my profile pic, if you want to call it that. Or this. Oh, actually, this is the sorry about the. I'm not really prepared for this because this is new for me. So I'm learning as I go here. It's a bit of a learning curve, as I've heard. So I'm taking you with me on the ride, I guess. You're set. Oh, there you go. And it detects these. Yeah, and it has set the different USB inputs here for different things. And I do guess I can go and connect, let's see here, can I, Bluetooth. Oh, here we go. Now I can connect this to my phone. So I'm going to try to do that. Pair new device. So now I'm connected to the RødeCaster Duo here. And I'm guessing if I'm going to YouTube Music here and start playing something, I guess this will kind of respond with some kind of a VU thing. So let's play. Yep, there you go. And it's actually playing. What I'm also going to try to do now is actually disconnect my headset, or headphones rather, from my other sound card. See how quickly. Okay, so right now it's not. Oh, so channel 1 is this headphones right here. Now I wonder how strong is the amp in this to run these headphones, because yeah, they are quite hard to drive for some sound cards, so let's see how they run them. If they hurt my ears, it's probably good enough, you know. Plenty loud enough. That is insane. So when I'm playing music here now, I could probably also do some sound effects, I guess. This slider right here is set up to actually play the effects. So doing, for example, yeah, works like it should. And here we have different audio, like inputs. I mean, input to the things. Yeah, there is so much stuff to set up here. So I have to basically play around with this thing, I guess. And I'll start trying it out, I guess. But as you see now, I haven't connected to my computer. I've only done stuff from the device itself. And there's so much stuff you can do. For example, to the microphone channels. Here you can go in and you can go to advanced settings. You can set up the different, for example, low pass filter here. Or actually, sorry, that's actually a high pass filter. You have the de-esser, I'm not sure what that is. Noise gate. I believe that will cut audio under a certain, I don't know, something like that matter. Here's the compressor, very nice. Here, equalizer, that's nice to have. So you can actually boost some of the frequencies you want to, boost. Exciter, panning. There's a lot of stuff to adjust here. And effects, you can set on reverb, echo, stuff like that. There's so much stuff you can set up. And of course, you have more stuff to set up if you go here and you can, for example, choose monster sound, robot sound. There is pitch up. There's so much stuff you can set up. There are actually 4 pages of stuff you can set up to these pads right here to do different things. I'm wondering if you can. I believe you can. It makes sense. If you can import your own sounds and make it do that, you can make it do other actions by those buttons. So, very nice. There's so much to learn about this thing, and I have to sit down and basically watch some of my own YouTube videos, or not my own, but you watch others' YouTube videos to see how I properly set up this thing. for how I'm going to use it. Because, as I said, I'm going to use it so I can use the microphone on this and use my NT1 up here. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for what I can do. I can probably connect this this one here, I guess. I'm guessing that also is done. Hold on. Let's set up this channel right here to do a wireless. Oh, pair new device. Okay. Power on and press the power button once more. Oh, here we go. And it actually registered. Which means I can turn up this dial and it actually... Okay, so now can I listen to this microphone through my headset now? That's the... Oh, I can actually. Oh, wow. Yep, that's a noise gate already. Wow, that sounds really nice. This thing, what I can hear through my headset, this is amazing. It is a bit delay, but not bad at all. It's actually very, very nice. And as I said, it simply cuts away audio when I stop talking. So this, through my headset, everything is quiet after I stop talking. And that's the thing we can adjust with this thing. You can adjust the effects, or rather you can go to advanced and you can, oh, there's so much stuff here. So high pass filter, I can basically turn that off, I guess. There you go. High pass filter is not off, so a bit more bassy, I'm guessing. Let's see here. Where's the noise gate? Here's noise gate. Turn it off. Yeah. Now I can hear the whole room. So that is very nice. The de-esser. I'm not sure what that is. What it does. Compressor. Here it does compression and stuff like that. Here's the here's actually the equalizer. I can set up the equalization so I can turn up the I'm not sure how to adjust these dials. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's the low end. Wow, that is bassy. I can make it even bassier by turning up by changing actually the frequency you're actually adjusting, which is very nice. So you can make it sound exactly like you want it, and boosted treble. Wow, it sounds. I mean, just by testing it right now and playing around with this microphone right here, very, very nice quality sound. I kind of wish I had a cable for you so you can hear it through that camera, because wow, it sounds nice. This sounds really, really, really nice. I'm very, very surprised at how well this sounds. So wow, I don't know what to say. I'm surprised. That doesn't compare anything, or the Temu ones doesn't compare anything to this thing. Wow, that sounds good compared to the Temu ones. That is very, very nice. Super, super, super pleasantly surprised about this thing.
So I thought I should cut in here and well, make a little audio test, call it that. So this is the NT1A connected to the sound card. I haven't touched any settings. It is basically as imported. Basically, I just selected the NT1A on the selection menu, if you want to call it that. And this is basically the settings for it, that I set for it. I know you can set it to different broadcast stuff and some other settings for it. I'm guessing it adjusts how the microphone is sounding, if I'm not mistaken. And well, this is basically the call it the factory preset. Yes, haven't touched a single setting. This is how the microphone sounds just out of the box, basically connected to the RødeCaster here. So I also have another sound test here, and that is this thing, which is super, super, super easy to get connected. Basically, you just have to select it in the input selection menu when you're adjusting or basically putting in the settings what kind of microphone you're connecting to each slider. And you could select wireless, and when you do that, it will get up in a pairing menu. You press pair and basically turn it on, press the power button after you turn it on, and it's automatically syncs afterwards. So that's nice. So turning it on, basically holding the button and wait for both LEDs to turn on. There we go. Now both the LEDs are turned on. So what I'm going to do now is basically turn on the slider on this microphone and turn it onto this. So this is how that sounds. Basically at chest height, this is how that sounds. And again, I haven't touched any settings. This is how it's imported to the computer or to the RødeCaster. And this is basically default settings. It's set to audio, what do you call it? The audio adjustment. I don't know. You can go into the RødeCaster, I believe it's RødeCaster app on the phone, and you can connect it to the USB-C cable, and you can adjust some settings on it, how it's behaving, in basically how it's recording audio. On auto, it will more than anything else kind of boost the volume as much as you can and stay high up all the time. Basically keep the audio flat, and so if everything goes quiet, it will try to boost a bit. Of course, not too much. It has a certain range, and it basically makes it so you can talk really loud into it without it actually peaking. It has some kind of a dynamic thing. I don't know what that does exactly. More of the same. I don't know. And you can turn it completely off if you want to do that. So if you have if you want to adjust the volume yourself or mix the volume afterwards, you can do that basically. So that's how that sounds. And turning on both basically sounds like this. So now I'm doing both. I can turn off, basically pressing the mute button on this thing, and now that is turned off. So I can basically press and hold. It will disconnect, and that's how it works. I have also connected the phone. That works. I haven't done any phone calls with it yet, but I will try that. And you can connect Bluetooth headsets and headphones if you want to do that. But bear in mind, there will be some delay just because of the nature of it. For example, my Sony headset right here, I believe this is called XM900 or something, XB900N, there we go. Noise cancelling headphones. When you have the noise cancelling on and connected to Bluetooth, there will be delay just because of the noise cancelling function, because it kind of has to delay. It's very hard for it to not delay the audio. And but other than that, it sounds amazing. And it's very, very nice audio through Bluetooth. No distortion. It sounds excellent. And you can set up your own, basically, it appears as it's its own slider here. You can actually import it. You can set it to your own slider. It's a lot of stuff you can do. So very nice to connect to a Bluetooth headset as well. So all in all, I'm very, very pleased. So that's basically how it sounds. And I guess back to the video.
I love that, and also what that this thing is doing as well as adjusting you can adjust the frequency, stuff like that. You can set up so much. You can do so much other stuff with this, and you can basically make every microphone sound good on this. I guess I can probably take my Temu condenser microphone, connect it to this, and it will sound good.
And to prove that, this is how the Temu microphone sounds on this thing. It's a bit more sensitive than the Rode one, but man, it works.
So I'm gonna play around with this and see how well different microphones will sound. You can see I have a little gooseneck microphone here from Shure, very, very good microphone, and I have so many other microphones so I can connect. I can even use one of the XLR channels. I do have a wireless receiver for some Audio Technica microphones, which are also wireless, and that runs off a XLR out, one XLR output. So I can do 4 wireless microphones on one of these XLR inputs. It's endless what you can do with this thing. You can do so much stuff, and as I said, everything is done on this unit right here. You do not have to connect it to your computer to do anything, basically. Oh, you can. Well, I recommend you connect to your computer if you're actually going to get audio out and audio in. But by just using it as a simple mixer and a local recorder, which you can use it for because you can record your SD on this thing, you have everything you need right here. It's super, super nice. I can't say enough good about it. For the price, it's well worth it. Yes, it does cost a bit, but man, you get a lot for money. I will tell you that much. For the price, I'm not regretting this 1 second. This is absolutely amazing. This microphone, which was included, which is $100 extra actually, which was included in the price when I bought it, from. No-brainer, man. No-brainer. This microphone sounds really good. I need to get myself the other end so I can use it on my cameras and stuff like that, because this thing sounds amazing. And this thing works amazing. I mean, I can't say enough about it. Very long video, I know, but you know, go ahead, buy one. If you need a simple recorder and audio mixer that has simple things for example, the air horn right here, for example, there is so much stuff you can, and those sounds you can make them play into your stream. For example, if you have a Discord call, they can. Basically, somebody's talking some smack and it's a bit boring, you know? Yeah. So you can do that. There's so much stuff you can do here. I believe you can pause them by tapping them again. Yep. Exactly. That's what you can do. Oh. Yeah, you can actually do that. Yeah, there is so much stuff you can do here. There's your sensor sound. If you want to talk crap, you can, do that. Yeah, very nice. You can set it up as exactly how you want to set it up, and it is superb. Really nice. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more content on tech stuff and stuff like that on this channel. If you want to see more of my car related channel, you can go and check out my car channel. It's linked in the description or on my YouTube page as well. Be sure to subscribe, like, please comment. If you have any questions or any more questions, please ask. I will be happy to answer you. And if you have some tips and tricks and stuff like that, how to use this thing and how to set it up, and what are you using it for? If you have this thing, what are you using it for? I'm really interested to hear that. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and stay tuned for more content. And I'll see you guys in the next video.